What is going on, guys? Quilted Statue back here with another video. Today we're talking about Modern Warfare 2 in the beta. Now that it's officially over, I'll go ahead and apologize for my voice. I've been a little under the weather. That's why I sound kind of nasally and disgusting. But, yeah, we're going to talk about the beta today. I'm going to give my honest review of it. Now, granted, this review is coming from an average everyday gamer, not somebody that has any ambitions of playing in the CDL or being a professional gamer, or anything like that. I'm just an average guy playing Call of Duty like I've done for close to 20 years now and have thoroughly enjoyed it, all except for fucking jetpacks. Jetpacks are stupid. I'm going to talk about the beta. So, with that being said, the beta's now over. I thoroughly enjoyed the beta. I liked so many things about the beta. The gunplay was fantastic. The maps were great. The maps looked good. Graphically, it was a good game. The animations were great. Infinity Ward's always done a pretty good job. Visuals in their Call of Duty games. Yeah, like I said, overall I loved it. The movement aspect of it was great. Brings you back to the old school Call of Duty days, which I like to see. No more slide canceling. I'm glad that's gone. Now, are they going to end up changing that and putting it back in the game? Probably. I'm sure enough people are going to whine and fucking cry, and they're going to end up going back to that. But as of right now, it's not there. And I like that, because your gunfights are, one, based on pure gun skill and anticipation of what the enemy's gonna do, as opposed to who can spam slide cancel 500 times a minute. Yeah, like I said, overall, really good. I'm looking forward to the full game releasing so I can put in hours upon hours playing it just like I have for years. Some things that maybe need tweaked a little bit. The UI. Now, while the UI is not terrible, it's not as user-friendly as it has been in previous Call of Duties. Everything was a little more straightforward. Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, Vanguard. It's not quite as streamlined, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. None of the things I'm going to talk about that I see as improvements or deal breakers for me, or in my opinion make it the worst Call of Duty ever, or whatever else everybody else in the fucking community's whining and crying about that says, oh, fucking Infinity Ward's a bunch of assholes. This is the worst Call of Duty ever. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is gonna fucking flop and blah 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Like I said, the UI is different. We'll say that, different. Not terrible, just different. Maybe they could give that a little tweak and maybe make navigating it a little more user friendly if they wanted to. But if not, it's a learning curve, right? Everything's a learning curve. It's a new game, new things about it. Just adapt. So this year, there's no red dots on the minimap, which is a big point of crying for a lot of people in the community. In previous years up until now, whenever you shoot an unsuppressed weapon, your location's shown on the minimap. Do I care that it's not in this game? No, not really. I don't use the minimap anyway. About the only time you ever catch me looking at the minimap is in the ranked playlist, which I'm sure when the ranked playlist releases, I'm sure red dots are going to be on the minimap, just because that's been a stable in competitive Call of Duty forever, and I don't think that's going to change. However, with that being said, also in ranked play, you're playing with teammates. You have communication with your teammates unless you solo queue with randoms. But if you have a team that you actually play with, your teammates are calling out enemy locations. So where they're at on the minimap is really fucking not that big of a deal. You still have the red dots that pop up on your little compass at the top of the screen that give you a general direction of where the enemy is. And for me, that's good enough. I don't really care that the enemy's position isn't pinpointed to me and served up on a silver platter on the minimap. Don't really care at all. So yeah, like, does that make it a terrible Call of Duty game because they took away red dots on the minimap? No, doesn't at all. Dead Silence, once again this year, is a field upgrade instead of a perk. Something else that a lot of people in the community are fucking screaming and crying and throwing hate at Infinity Ward for. Is it ever going to go back to being a perk? Probably not. I'm pretty sure those days are done. It's a field upgrade. Works just fine as a field upgrade. I don't have any problems using it as a field upgrade. Pop it before I crash into a building or around the corner. Go around the corner, engage in the gunfight. That's the end of it. Once again, Dead Silence not being a perk again. Does that make it bad? No, it doesn't. It's just the evolution of how they want things done in the game. At the end of the day, they're the one making it. If this is what it is, it's what it is. Speaking of perks, the perk system is much different than we've seen. Instead of going in to a match with your 3 base perks and having them the entire time, you get 2 perks, and then you build up 2 more perks as the match goes on. The first part of the beta, I guess they said it was a little slow. I don't know, because I'm not a PlayStation user, so I didn't get to play that part of the beta. But when it opened up for Xbox, PC, and everybody else, I guess they had adjusted the timing. And truthfully, it doesn't take that long to earn your perks. So it's not really a big deal. The perk system's just different. And yes, everybody bitches and complains about it. Like, why can't we have the old perk system? Because they're trying something new, dickheads. They don't care. That's how gaming gets better. They try new things. If these companies didn't try new things with the games they made, every game you play would be the exact same, which I'm sure is what some of you would like. Me personally, I would not like that at all. I play games for enjoyment, and you have to applaud them for putting it out there and trying it. Now, they try it this year. Will it be back in the next Call of Duty title? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But, like I said, the perk system's different, because you start with your 2 base perks, and then you earn another perk a little bit later, and then your ultimate perk a little bit later. Ghost is one of your ultimate perks, which is something everybody complains about, because you don't earn Ghost until later. So you have to play 2 or 3 minutes without Ghost on. Big fucking deal. Who cares? Footstep audio is a little bit loud. Once again, is this a deal breaker? Does this make it the worst Call of Duty ever? No, it doesn't. They just have to do some adjusting to the audio mixes, which from what I understand they did do from the first week of the beta to the second week of the beta. Are the footsteps still loud from my experience? Yeah, they were pretty loud. Is that bad? Could be. Do I care? No, I don't. Just because the footsteps are extremely loud and you can hear somebody from 5 miles away, is that going to stop me from playing the way that I play the game? No, it's not. I'm still going to fucking rush into buildings. I'm still going to rush around corners, and I don't give a fuck if little Timmy's camping there watching the door. If I break in and lose the gunfight, I lose the fucking gunfight. Oh well, then I respawn in, and guess what? I get to do it all over again. It's not that big of a deal. Some of you people act like because little Timmy hides in the corner and he can hear your footsteps coming from a mile away, so when you bust into that door, you're going to die. That means you're going to die in real life. Shut the fuck up. It's a video game. Yes, they're trying to cater to less skilled players. At the end of the day, they're trying to make money. It's a business. It's the way it goes. The more people they can bring into this business to play the game, the more money they ultimately stand to make. Anybody sitting in that seat running that business would do the exact same thing. The more fucking brand new shitty Call of Duty players they can bring out, more money they make. Who'd have thought? Do I care? No, I don't. Because I'm still going to play the game how I want to play it. The way that I've played it for a very, very long time. And none of this stuff is going to deter me from doing that. That being said, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fucking people that are going to disagree with that. Well, guess what? I don't give a fuck about your opinion either. But could they adjust the audio mix and make the footsteps a little bit quieter? Sure. Do I care if they don't? No, I don't. Enemies. So yeah, there are times that I've noticed throughout the beta where it was kind of hard to distinguish who the enemy is and who your friendlies were. That kind of sucks a little bit. You know, they've had traditional nameplates over top of the enemies for a very long time. They decided to take those away for this year's title. Not exactly sure why they did that. Do I care? No, I really don't. Once again, all these things that everybody's bitching and complaining and griping about. Do I care? No. Am I going to sit here and say that Infinity Ward and Activision are the worst fucking companies ever because they don't listen to people? No, because I'm still going to play Call of Duty because I like Call of Duty. With that being said, I'm also a firm believer that Activision, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, they could produce a blog post 2 years before the next Call of Duty title releases, asking people to comment on the blog post of what they want to see in the next Call of Duty title. And little Timmy and Bobby and everybody else that wants this, that, and the other thing could put what they'd love to see in their ideal Call of Duty in there. These companies could then in turn take that blog post, build a game with every fucking thing that you want to see in there, and guess what? That game's gonna release and you're still gonna bitch about something.
Hey, bro. What? Oh!
The Call of Duty community is one of the most toxic gaming communities ever, which I think followed close second by the Ghost Recon community, because they're the same fucking way. Ubisoft puts out a Ghost Recon game, and naturally it's the worst fucking thing on planet Earth because they tried something different. You people just need to grow the fuck up. Play video games from enjoyment. 90% of you are never going to be fucking professional video gamers, professional Call of Duty players, so the quicker you can come to terms with that, the better off you'll be. And just quit whining. Another big change they made this year is with the gunsmith. So the gunsmith this year, I mean, it's essentially the same. You got all your different attachments that you can put on your gun. You can friggin' change your receiver to a different variant of the gun. You can run 5 attachments. But one thing they did differently this year that I'm so glad they did was if you have a weapon blueprint of any kind, whenever you change the attachment, you can change it to match that blueprint. So in years past, all you little Timmies out there that spend all this money in the store buying these blueprint packs and all that because the gun looks cool, and then you change your attachments and now the gun looks like dog shit. They finally improved that. I hope that continues for the eternity of Call of Duty, because while I don't spend lots of money on blueprints, you know, the stuff you get from the battle pass, some of those guns look really cool, and then you change your attachments up and your cool looking gun suddenly looks like ass. But yeah, like I said, overall, I love it. Kind of brings you back to the nostalgic old school Modern Warfare 2 games. Movement's great, gunplay's great. Yeah, there's probably a couple things here and there that need tweaked before the game actually launches. Will Infinity Ward make the changes? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. I'd venture to say for some of the changes people want to see, like the dead silence shit, the minimap shit, might as well get used to it. I don't think they're changing that. But overall, like I said, I can't wait for the game to release. This game's pretty awesome from what I've played of it, and I'm sure the full game's gonna be awesome too, and I'm gonna put in hours and hours and hours in the game, grinded weapon camos. If there's a prestige system, I'm gonna grind that, and hopefully produce some pretty decent videos for you guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments, whether you agree, disagree. I'm sure I've probably hurt some feelings with me talking about all the whiny babies of the community, but I really don't care about that. All these tiny-hearted people that get their feelings hurt when these companies don't do what every little Timmy tells them to do. Grow the fuck up, play the game, have fun. Got him! But let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree, disagree, what you would like to see changed if you've had the opportunity to play it. But yeah, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel for more Modern Warfare 2 content, because with this year, there's going to be a lot of it. So I don't want you to miss out, so turn on that notification button. And we'll see you guys back here for the next one.